Excuse me for a second. Put my finger right over the camera right before I went live. And I saw that fingerprint. Man, welcome in, man. Today's going to be a very short live, very short. Want to have a discussion about, the watches and wonders, the predictions, all of that thing. Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you. That's good. Thank you.
Yes, sir. I'll be back to check on you.
Okay. So, want to have a discussion real quick. Time and Sense. Yo, man, I like that name, bro. I like that name. So I want to cover something, man. So I know there are a number of people that watch this channel. There's a number of people that, I follow, people that you follow, right? And for the most part, the Watches and Wonders recap videos are coming out. Everybody covered pretty much everything you could cover on Watches and Wonders. And so I'm pretty sure that there'll possibly be a dozen more videos to come out this week. But once all that dust settles, right, as far as watch collecting, where are you going next, right? Because Rolex is going to be the most talked about, is the most collected. They have the highest market share in the industry. There's no watch on this planet that's going to beat out a Rolex. There could be arguments that which watches that have complications and things of that nature are better than Rolex. We're not talking performance. We're talking that the market that has the king. That's where he wears the crown, right? Rolex wears the crown. But are there brands that you could be searching for or looking at outside of that? This is going to take a little research on your end, because if you're looking at YouTube for more diverse selections, so to speak, I know there are a number of people that will not touch micro brands because they don't feel that they're necessary, or whatever. There's a lot of reasons why. But I was looking at a prediction. One of the predictions stated that we as a people, as collectors, are going back down in size. So 40, oh no. Was it the 38 to 42 millimeter is the sweet spot? What's up, y'all? Welcome in. Citizen is going to keep stepping in. Hi, that's my prediction. Dr. Bob's out. Yeah. I just saw this video where a young man, well, it may have been AI, stated that the larger watches are dying, but I've been hearing that for, maybe I've been on YouTube for 6 years. I've been hearing that the big watch craze is going to die out. Aragon is a company that has been kicking for 25 or 30 years. I want to say about 30 years. I could be wrong. Maybe 20, at least 25 years. But this is a 45 millimeter. It's pretty big. It's about 14 millimeters thick. Lug to lug is like 51 millimeters. They do have 40 millimeters. And I mentioned on a channel this morning, I think this is a nice selection for people that are looking to spend anywhere from $89 to make $250, and you get Miyota movements. All right, so my breakfast is here, so give me a second. So like I said, I'm not gonna be on that long, y'all. I'm not gonna be on long, just a bit, because I really want to address this. I may go live tomorrow morning. We'll see. But I did want to cover this today because I was looking at the prediction videos and what's coming out. All the predictions are bust. Some people predicted that Tudor would have something major, but like Tudor isn't. Some people don't like the fact that Tudor came out with a larger watch. They don't like the colorways, and they feel like it's drab. They feel like all this other stuff. But what do you do in the meantime? Because some people, like, for those that can't afford a Tudor, Rolex, IWC, Vacheron, and that person that did the video saying that more and more people are going away from complications, explained that, was it Vacheron that did the 41? What was what's going on, Patel? Thank you for that. Appreciate that. $2 super chat. I greatly appreciate it. But I was watching a YouTuber this morning talk about iconic brands that you can get today that you can afford, and Ball watch is one of them, right? This isn't a significant or a flagship model, but it's still a Ball. It's still covers the names, and some ball watches come with that 904L steel and stuff like that. So if that's something that you enjoy, you can still find an iconic watch at a low price. Like, and I got this from Joma Shop. This was a $700 watch. It was $1,300 regular price or retail or whatever. But of course, I got this for $779 off of Joma Shop, and it wears well. Man, I have no problem with the watch. But I was going through my collection to see what do I have in my collection that will be considered to be iconic or something that you can gravitate towards, that you can get like today. Zodiac is one. For those, and you don't have to necessarily get this model, but there's a number of Zodiac that range on the gray market. You'll get them, the secondary market, you get them cheap. And you can still buy them brand new. There's still some companies you can find that's giving you up to 40% off. Up to 40% off. But I know at least 30% off. And that's a nice chunk of change off of one of those watches. Now, for those that's trying to match up to the outfits and stuff like that, which those people, I don't think they're represented well on YouTube. The watch collector that is not, you're not looking for heritage. You can care less about the history of a watch brand. You just want it to look good, right? This right here. Yes, I'm doing good. Thank you. So this right here is an Islander timepiece. Patel, what you saying? What you saying, Patel? Blank check. What watch you taking? New 25 release. All right, so let me say this, Patel. There's one that I'm looking for, and it's from a micro brand. It's actually from the Visitor Watch Company, right? Now, I'm looking to see what this watch is going to have in it. I'm looking to see how, like, he dropped a couple of renderings online, but I think there's going to be something major about this watch that comes out. Now, granted, I know as far as all of the big names and stuff like that, everybody's played their hand, so to speak. As far as like Tag, Tudor, and IWC. But I'm looking, man. Look, tell you this. My eyes on and Tsao Baltimore. So Visitor watches and Tsao Baltimore is what I'm looking at right now. And wait a minute, I hear Jody is supposed to be dropping a watch as well. He said stay tuned. It's supposed to be something coming out for the summer. So that's what I'm looking at, bro, for 2025. I'm looking at that. I already think that Jody has been deemed like the God of Watch champion right now. And that's according to people on Watch Crunch and YouTube. They're like, hey, that the newest variation, because he covered every size. Was it like 34 millimeter, 36, 41, and a 39? I think it's going to be him. Possibly. I could be wrong. I could be completely off, but it was, as far as you asking me, I'm going with Tsao Baltimore and Visitor watches.
Caramel banana waffle slam is a match made.
All right, let me see.
Enjoy 2 Liège style.
What up, E Mac? Nerd with swag, man. Thanks. I appreciate everybody being in here too. Pelagos sounds good to me. Now here's the other thing too. I'm gonna tell you a watch, and this is just for anybody that like, and when I say this, you don't have the scratch or you don't want to spend the scratch on, you don't want to spend over $2,000 on a watch, right? I asked this question just yesterday. What do you guys consider to be the sweet spot for a watch? Some said 5,000, some said 2. Can't remember what, like $800. I know this is an age-old question, whatever, but I'm gonna tell you a company. And I have this right here is Glycine, right? Now, this isn't everybody's fancy because Invicta owns it, right? And I'm like, bro, you guys are missing out. They do have a 39 millimeter sub that just came out like a couple months ago. They have one called the Kraken that came out last, like, was it Christmas, around Christmas time? And you're talking about you can still get a watch that is powered by a Salida 330 or a Salida 300 for under $1,000. And regardless of who owns it, glycine still holds like history, right? There were military men that were wearing these in battle. Helicopter pilots were wearing, matter of fact, I have it here with me now, the airmen. So just for the sake of, for those that are looking to say, hey, you know what? I can't afford a Rolex. What else can I get? What's iconic? There you go one. The most talked about Invicta on the planet. As far as the planet of YouTube, that is. 1953. Maybe not this version, but like those traditional versions. This right here has been deemed the best, the one Invicta piece that you should have in your collection. Comes with NH35. And I have the older model. Here, let me take this strap up real quick so you can see that yellow rotor back there. Classic Invicta. Now, Invicta's still doing these watches. They're not putting the yellow rotor in there, which added to the flair of it. Which I don't understand that. Like, if you homage a great piece like Rolex, go all the way. But, oh well. Let me see what's in the chat. Tony Will in the building. What's up, bro? No, that was, yes, it is bronze. I'm sorry. It is bronze. Yep. Yep. And the buckle has already started the patina process, which I love that, man. I think that's so dope. That is so dope. Hey, y'all, Vic is in the building, man. Come on, Vic. Stall me out, bro. And you talking about capping. That's crazy. Hi, Ramon. Appreciate you being here, bro. Land dweller? Nah, bro. Nope. You know what's crazy? Patel? I'm going against the grain, bro. I'm going against the grain. I promise I am. You know what? The land dweller. I'm like, no. The land dweller didn't do anything for me. And I know people like it. Integrated bracelet, man. I mean, you got the Von and Grinchen, man. You got Tissot, bro. Like something, and you can get access to those. Everybody can't afford that, but like I wasn't impressed with it, man. I was actually more impressed with Tudor, and I honestly like that red Tudor. I'm taking that one, bro. Of everything, and here's the other thing too. I'm blaming the YouTubers because all you guys did was force it. Y'all kept talking about Tudor and Rolex. Every once in a while, you see an IWC pop up. I seen a Cartier. Somebody even mentioned Norcane. But like, as far as I'm concerned, man, the star attraction was that red Tudor, bro. I know it's an unpopular decision, and ain't nobody thinking about me to cancel me. So I ain't worried about nobody canceling me. If you ever want to get that bronze clean, use sea salt. Really? I promise I didn't know that. Swag. We need a Magnum special show. Well, ketchup cleans up copper alloys too. Well, Vic, you are in luck because Sunday evening, I am hosting a show where everybody gets to come up and talk about. Oh man, are you serious? Sorry about that. You'll get to come Sunday, and we're just gonna have. It's gonna be a community day where you talk about your pickups for 25, or your favorite watch, or a watch that you think still be in rotation, that's not being made by your specific watch company. It's just gonna be everybody get to talk, because I haven't done it in a long time. I mean, I haven't done it in a long time where all of us get to come up and just talk. You know, you get featured, and yeah, I just want to hear from the people, man. Like, so it's gonna be a community day for all of us, man. Or y'all remember back in the day when you go back to school after Christmas, and y'all had that one Monday you had show and tell. You get to show what you got for Christmas. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So anybody, I don't care what watch it is. Oh, and this is an invitation to all of the people that just literally picked up the Zellos. I would love to see what Zellos you got. I have mine right here. Went to sleep in this thing last night. Didn't even feel like it was on my wrist. Premium leather. Ooh, woo. This thing bad, boy. If you missed that video, man, go back over and check it out. Because this thing goes hard, boy. I can. I'm done with you, bro. I'm done with you. I'm going to just leave it up there for a minute. I got to pin this message. Wow. Only here on YouTube. What time is it? Can't be late for work. Been a minute since I've been on. Well, bro, for those who don't know, Vic helped me co-host, man, like 3 seasons of this show, man. Vic was on every time I went live. Vic was right there, man, my right-hand man. And I know you've been going through a lot, man, with your body and stuff like that, man. But yeah, bro, you know you always, come on, bro. I still got your seat. I still got your microphone, bro. Like you, hey, just come on in. Get it in. Hey, man, there's the birthday boy. Everybody in the chat, I'd love for you guys to put either some emojis or say happy birthday to my man, Skylar Santana. He is finally old enough to drink. He's made 21 years old today. You know what I'm saying? He's no longer a baby. He's still a learning professional. But yeah, he's in the chat. But bro, today, Skylar, today's episode is gonna be quick because I gotta be at work. It's right over the bridge. So basically, today's conversation is about, okay, since all of the predictions and the watch trends are a bust, and I'm considering them a bust because I went back and looked before I did this live. I went back and looked at all of the predictions. There was 1 or 2 people that was kind of close to their predictions, but for the most part, what YouTube or some of the YouTubers are saying is there's some trends that are going away.
I like that watch.
Oh yeah. I got a couple of them.
How much?
Oh, they're not for sale. I'm a watch collector.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you selling that.
No, sir.
Man, that's
Nah. But you can follow me though on Trapvision. Like, there's some people in here. They live, man. They I'm pretty sure somebody will sell your watch, man, if you're looking for something.
Okay.
Yeah. Follow me on Trapvision 3D, bro.
Right.
Yeah. Subscriber. And if y'all watching, if you just happen to come by and you want to see, hey man, if you ain't subscribed, go ahead. Subscribe, hit that like button, let YouTube know that we on here. Dick said, tell him 117.23. Oh well. He said, "Trap, this guy thinks you're running QVC." Right, bro. Oh man, oh man, that was a good one, bro. Oh man, Luciano is in the building. Welcome in. Oh man. But yeah. So the predictions, they weren't predictions, man. And some of it felt like you're trying to project something. It was like you're trying to start a trend or something like that, man. And you have to understand too, or sometimes, oh, he come another one. How you doing?
Hey y'all.
How's your day
Look,
going
I'm
today?
happy today. I'm
You happy?
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad you're happy today.
Yeah.
If you purchase this watch right now, it comes with some flapjacks. Hey, listen, man.
No, don't. Don't.
No. Wait a minute. Listen, y'all
Don't
take
false
care. Y'all take care of me over here, Denny. So y'all might listen. If they buy a watch, then yeah, they get some. Ain't that right? See? Yeah, she said it. You know what I
Let me
mean?
see these watches.
Yeah. Hey, bro. Thanks for dropping that. Thanks for dropping that. So yeah, y'all. There's a number of people that's left out of the equation. There's a lot of people that's left out of the talk of what watches should I be buying. And you can't buy Rolex because you don't have the money for it, or you can't buy Rolex because you won't. It's not that you can't. You don't find Rolex to be interesting enough for you to spend your money. Going back to what Patel, you asked you like, hey, the land dweller, and I like it. I like Watches and Wonders for the information part, just showing what's out there, like the techniques that watchmakers are using. What are they coming like? What else can you do to a watch? What else? You know what I'm saying? Like watchmakers are constantly doing different things, man. And dude, I saw some complications, man. Like I thought last year was crazy. Having an internal calendar, a watch that could tell time longer than generations, like for eons. This thing it is wild. But when you come back down that mountain of just beautifulness and superiority in watchmaking, what's accessible to you? That's why I can appreciate your wind up shows, your minutes and hours, your intersect. What else we got out there? I'm pretty sure there's some other shows, whiskey wheels and watches and stuff like that. I can appreciate those because you get to talk to the entrepreneurs, you get to talk to creators, man, engineers, regular folk. That's one thing. That's the reason why I went live today, is because in my description I left a number of watches that I consider. Now I do not own anything from Tsao Baltimore, but I believe that Tsao Baltimore is going to be in the future is going to be one of the most talked about watch companies out there. Right? I said the same thing about Nomadic. I believe they're going to what Omega and all these companies are today. I believe going forward, these companies are going to be phenomenal. They're going to be iconic because they're affordable. I would already say, like, and you can argue me if you want, but there's two companies, and you can find them in the same spot: Spinnaker, Islander. Islander watches sells, like he's a authorized dealer, if you will, online. What was the word? What's the term? Web-based? Is that what you were using, Skylar? Web-based items, web-based watches. I mean, it is your term, so yeah. What's that blue dial watch? A Spinnaker hole. This is powered by a NH35 stainless steel. You got hot polish on the sides. You do have brushing all over this thing as far as the bracelet. And it's sort of a Panerai vibe, a cushion style case. This one I said is this is my guy to watch right here. And I only paid $169 for this watch. $170 for this timepiece right here. And this thing, man, it's super wearable. I like this watch. Don't break the bank, man. Or you can, like, again, I mentioned earlier, You can get any colorway, most colorways. They got like eight colorways in this. That 1953. Even if you get the newer ones with the dot, I mean, like with the plain sterile rotor, it's still a solid watch. It still has an NH35, and if you know how to do it yourself, you can regulate the watch yourself or have it regulated. It don't cost that much to regulate a watch. And so every day, another. I guess you can call this a guided watch too. This thing, man, is solid, man. It's solid because I wear that just about anywhere. Vacations, going to work. Yeah. Here's what it is. It does have Berndardt vibe to it. That's why I got it, because Berndardt is one of my favorites. I'm going to tell you the other thing too is Zelos, which I think is dope because this is the packaging the Zelos piece comes in, right? And that's what it looks like. And you're talking about a watch that, I mean, it's so obtainable. Now, $500 may be a lot to some people. May not be to some. For those that $500 is like spending $12 at a restaurant, dude, this would be a great watch because you get, like, as far as specs is concerned, you know, if you're a spec monster, this right here has it. Presentation, you have a year warranty on this watch. But because he's using Myoda movement, if something was to go wrong, you have to get that watch repaired. Like replacing Myoda movement is not, it's not that bad. You got a high beat movement, you have styling. But I call Zelos an iconic brand because this dude, I was looking at his story. This young man was 15 years old when he caught the bug. And ever since he was trading watches and stuff like that, got bored with that and then started his own watch company. And man, I think he's like 34 years old. But then you guys seen, I was at Minutes and Hours and ran into MÖELS & Co. That young lady, she's 25 years old. That's the other exciting thing about, you know, and that she could possibly have an iconic brand in the future. I don't know, man. I just, you know, I think it's, as far as like what's affordability, what are you willing to spend your money on? But I'm just telling you, like, this video was really geared around, or this live is geared around, there's watches out here, and I'm gonna tell you it actually just won an award on or the company won an award on Watch Crunch. But I'm gonna say one of the most iconic watches that captures that old school flair from like the 50s and 60s, that right there, that piece right there, oversized crowns. But man, I just dig this watch, man. Look at that. Look at the distortion. It's wearable, great lume, it's high beat, it's inexpensive. This one was $4.99. Mine was $5.30 something afterwards because I had Trapvision 3D engraved on the case back. But this one, man, and then, gosh, man, no play whatsoever. 120 click bezel. And you can't, I mean, like, look at the gold font. Everything on this watch is just, it just hits hard. I think Laurier will be, hands down, will be one of the most iconic because they take inspiration from those iconic pieces. Not just Rolex. But like they took it from a number, man. Who was it? You just look on their website; it'll tell you all the watches that inspired them to make that. You know, any of their watches. The Hydra, like, ooh, that's a beautiful watch. Which I'm gonna get that one day. Vacation theme song. Love that movie. I'm good right now. Yep. What time is it? Yep, it's my time to go because I gotta go to work. Watch enthusiast brand. Yep, exactly like the new. Being in Geneva was a dope experience, but kind of one and done. Archie said it best. It's like being in a big boutique, but it's something I had to do once in my lifetime. Okay, yeah. And that's how I feel. Patel, I'm gonna pin that. That's how I feel. I say for now, if you're really itching to buy, go somewhere soon and affordable budget. Hey, because like we don't know where watches are gonna go. I mean, one of my favorite watch brands right now. I'll get one eventually. Is Formex. I like Formex. You guys already know how I feel about Panerai, but like as far as like those independent brands, Formex is at the top of my list. Monta is another brand that I consider to be like phenomenal, just outrageous. But for now, just say this. I'm gonna say this before I close. Chasing those trends and stuff like that. If you're one of those people, not saying that you are, but if you are one of those people that's chasing trends, man, those trends, it's just something fun to talk about, I guess, or something for YouTubers to put out there just to have content. If they believe in their trends, hey, more power to you. But I don't believe in some of the stuff. I don't believe in over half of the things that they say. I'm gonna say about 75% of the stuff that's said on YouTube as far as trends and predictions, just it fall by the wayside, because at the end of the day, everybody can't obtain some of these things, man. But there are watches out here that you can gravitate towards. You know what I'm saying? Like the ball watches, Aragon, Spinnaker, Long Island watches. And the good thing is, like, I don't have any watches in here that was given to me, so I didn't put no paid promotions and none of that crap. This stuff that I believe in, this stuff that I like collecting, right? And I like to like think about these watches are going to be in my everyday life. And if you're collecting based on YouTube and what they say, you may not like it. You may get it like, man, I just spent $2,500 in this watch. It doesn't go with my lifestyle. Consider that, man. Like, and I'm, look, my man said it, man. If you feel like you gotta buy, man, hey, calm them demons, man. Like, look at your watch collection, or if you're starting a watch collection, you may want to get something like real small. AliExpress, they doing, and I know they're gonna be doing even better, because whatever came out for Watches and Wonders, trust and believe, those vendors, those companies are going to be, they're already forging the homage versions of everything that was shown at Watches and Wonders. Now, they don't have the history and heritage, but who cares when you spending $50, $60 for a watch that looks like something that you absolutely love. And if you don't want the heat, don't post it on Facebook or on social media if you think somebody's going to criticize it and you feel like you have to defend it. Just don't. Just wear your watches and enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all, I got to go. I got to go to work. And thanks for the show, Trap. Man, thank you, Patel. I appreciate everybody that was in here. Have a great day. Chat soon. Okay, man. Peace to everybody, man. I appreciate you guys for stopping by, man. So until the next lightning strike, y'all be blessed, man. Catch y'all in the next one. Maybe even